You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here.
Hello, Jim.
Hey, Jason, how are you?
I'm great. Welcome back, everyone, to the Code Rad show. We are currently doing the Phoenix Files, where we're going to go through episodes of Battle of the Planets and GATCHAMAN, and who knows, maybe some other surprises. So, if you are a fan of Mark and Jason, or Ken and what's Jason? Is he Joe?
Joe, Condor
Ken,
Joe, or yeah, Joe the Condor, yeah.
Ken and Joe, yeah, and come join us on this journey. Today we are doing the third episode of
Yes.
the Japanese GATCHAMAN. It is called The Giant Mummy That Summons Storms.
Yeah, it's a very cool title. What I did, I took mostly screenshots from the American version, but the Japanese version too. And we're gonna see, both. See, I watched both, and both episodes tell the same story.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're gonna kind of delve into which one tells it better.
Well, I can think. Yeah, I only watched the Japanese version, and I can think of at least one thing. I accidentally paused it, and I was like, this shot would never be in the American version. I'll wait to see it at appropriate time when we get there to see if to mention that.
Case here, episode 3 of Battle of the Planets.
So the Space Mummy was
the Space Mummy, yes.
How it was called in America on Battle of the Planets.
Yep, back in 1978, folks. And the third episode of GATCHAMAN is the same as the giant. That's the mummy that summons storms.
Yes, and so that would have aired in Japan in 1972, right?
I believe so. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, amazing.
We got a little bit later, but at least we did get it. So like most other episodes of Battle of Planets, we begin with Seven Zark 7, and Seven Zark 7 is very happy. He's made a discovery because get this, he has found a planet exactly like Earth. Exactly like Earth, the same everything,
right.
People, same language, and you're like, okay, that's awfully coincidental. And he said it was right behind Venus too. Well, truth be told, no. What we're seeing right now, these are all sequences that were made for the American release of GATCHAMAN. So everything, it shows you the Phoenix going to outer space, which it never did in the Japanese version.
Wow.
Saturn, yeah. Which kind of makes me think it's like, I'm not sure when Sandy Frank first saw GATCHAMAN, why he first thought of Star Wars, because I would think it's more of like American superheroes, not really Star Wars, but I guess
yeah, I mean it is interesting that GATCHAMAN is very earthbound, right?
It is, yeah. I don't think they ever
totally earthbound. So yeah. So
I don't think they ever left Earth once, yeah.
Yeah, so Sandy Frank threw that out, right at the beginning with the title.
Yeah, right.
Planets.
So of course, they try to make it so, fit in with Battle of the Planets. You see Mark talking to Seven Zark 7, but yeah, Japanese version, there wasn't a Seven Zark 7. But so basically the G-Force team and Chief Anderson, or Professor Nabu in the Japanese version, they go to this Zarcadia, which is really just Earth, but we'll play along with it for now. But there's these mysterious plane crashes that are happening, all very close to each other. But what we didn't see is whenever these in the Japanese version, whenever these crashes happen, there's usually this black smoke that appears, and then a storm just happens. So basically, he has Mark or Ken, whichever you prefer, go to the airport to kind of nose around and see what he can find out. And yes, there we go.
What I found interesting, sorry to interrupt, but for a show that has a pretty high level of violence, they don't show the plane crash. I mean, I watched the Japanese version. I thought that was kind of odd, because then later on they show jet fighters getting blowed up pretty good. I was thinking, well,
Yes.
maybe showing a plane crash, just some sort of taboo in Japanese pop culture. I don't know. But I thought that was kind of odd that maybe there was a reason why they didn't show the plane crash. But no, it didn't turn out that the pilots and passengers were still alive or anything like that. They crashed. They just didn't show it.
Yeah, no, the plane crashed. Nobody survived.
Yeah.
And that kind of stays, in both versions. But so there's Ken or Jason. Sorry, I'm getting all the names mixed up here. Ken, Jason, Ricky, Bobby, Phil, Jimmy.
Ken / Mark.
Yes, Ken
right?
/ Mark.
Mark,
yes.
yeah.
Ken Mark, or yeah. This mysterious trinket kind of falls at his feet, and he picks it up, and an arm comes out, and this is Buddy in the American version, or the Japanese version, Makoto, saying, "That's mine. You can't have it. That's my father's."
Yeah.
Blah blah blah, yada yada yada. A kid's kind of a little bit of a brat, but we kind of find out there's a little more to him. This gentleman standing next to him is Dr. Sweet. I forget his name in Japanese. Sorry, folks. But it turns out, so this kid right here, his dad is a pilot. We find out that was a pilot.
Yes.
So basically, his father was killed in the plane crash. They do hint in the American version that no bodies were found, but
okay.
Yeah.
There is some confusion about that in the Japanese version, but I won't bring that up quite yet.
Yeah, not yet, no, but you'll see it does kind of fit. But he's saying, is he waiting for his dad? He's like, I hope he finds his dad. It's like, well, no, it's not likely. His plane, should have gone down and him with it. But this is kind of a very solemn moment with the kid, by himself and the music. It's a very solemn, kind of almost soul crushing moment.
Oh, for sure. A little kid coming to the airport every day to, waiting for his dad to come home after he was killed in a plane crash. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, very very solemn, very grim.
Pretty sad. Yeah.
That's even more sad right there. Just like just waiting for a guy that's never going to come. Well, so you'll see. But but I thought I saw that logo on that tail of the plane there.
And
then I saw it again, and then that shot definitely. Do you recognize that symbol? Do you recognize it?
No.
Okay, I only know it from my Japanese magazines and books, but that is the logo of Japan Airlines, or JAL, or JALU.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I was like, okay, so probably a lot of American folks probably didn't know what that was back then, but I'm thinking, I bet you that's the JAL logo. And yeah, sure enough, it was.
Yeah.
Or here, just simply AL. Probably don't get sued.
Yeah.
Fly AL Airlines. So Mark decides to check out, one of the sites of where the plane, one of the planes went down. Mark being a pilot himself, and there's that black smoke we were talking about, and it causes a storm. And hey, there's a giant hand.
Nice. Out
of nowhere, and Mark's a very young but very skilled pilot. He's able to grasp this giant hand. It turns out it's actually a giant mummy that can fly.
Yeah, around this point of the episode, I was thinking maybe this is just Mark / Ken going solo and not even using superpowers. He spends quite a bit of time just being his normal self, flying his normal airplane. I thought maybe he's just, he's going solo, investigating. Maybe this episode's going for something a little different. But eventually
it goes back to status quo. Yeah. After a while, yeah.
The other guys come in too.
We do see them, not much in this episode, but we do.
But yeah.
So we, I think the Japanese animation was pretty good capturing faces. He's just barely,
Oh, it's great. I mean, I have trouble believing this is from 72. I would have thought like 80s. It looks really good.
Yeah, no, they worked really hard. Like,
And that's a very 80s looking shirt. I remember wanting a shirt like that so bad. I mean, I got to be able to find one somewhere, but yeah, I would think that looks more 80s than 60s.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, it does. With the top and all that, but that's very they
Yeah.
should have sold those back in the day. They would have made a mint.
Oh God, yeah.
All 5 of them, just like, yeah, maybe not buy 3, but I'll buy
Yeah.
1 or 2. Yeah. So he's discussing what he saw with Chief Anderson in this cafe, and basically turns out it's the same. Like, they found traces of plutonium X on that mummy, and it turns out that there's a substance that can kill plutonium X. The name changes throughout the 2 versions. Basically, just put it simply, just like this mummy is powered by substance A. Substance B will kill it. Well, is the key to defeating this mummy creature,
Right.
mecha thing, whatever. So, and that guy, that Dr. Sweet guy we saw at the airport, he just happens to be the inventor of it.
Yeah.
So coincident. So what a coincidence. But I think the Chinese version is called Uranless, I believe.
Yeah, it had a weird name. I forget.
Uranless or something
Exactly
along
how
those
they
lines.
pronounced it. Something like that. Yeah.
And hey, there's Dr. Sweet, right? There he is right now.
Yeah.
How about that? So let's see. So Buddy or Makoto insists that they come to the airport because he had a dream where his dad came home on a rainy night. And hey, look at that. He sees a plane. Could it be?
Yeah.
He gets really excited. He runs. There's that Jow logo again. It's his father. How about that? Maybe his dad survived after all.
Yeah.
There's a press conference. They ask him, well, how come you didn't get in touch with anybody? And he said he was lost at sea. Some fishermen found him.
Yes.
Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. But then his brother sees something. He's like, a ring. And that disturbs him. Why does it disturb him? Well, we'll find out in a minute. Come on, computer, work with me here. There we go. So Mark pulls up to the house where Dr. Sleet lives. Dr. Sweet, sorry, I think I'm getting my merged wigs here. Probably should talk a little slower. He sees a flashlight in one of the windows. And we see this pair of hands looking for a safe. Opens the safe. And it's Dr. Sweet and his brother, or he knows now, he's not his brother. He's an imposter. It turns out his brother hated rings.
Yeah.
And this guy's got a ring. So it's like, oh, geez, those Spectra underlings, they should have done their homework a lot better.
Yeah, pretty easy error there to avoid.
Yeah. So he says, you're correct. I'm not your brother. I'm actually the evil Zoltar in disguise, or Berg Katse in the Japanese version. And we'll see as the show progresses, throws a flashlight in his face, that Berg Katse or Zoltar he's escape artist par excellence. He's good at running away and escaping. We'll see that happen a lot during the series.
Now, this might be the scene that had something that I assume was cut.
Yes.
There was a shot of the kid asleep with like a gun pointed right at his head.
Could it be?
I think that would have been cut from the American. Oh, is that from the American version?
Japanese, actually.
Okay, yeah, because I'm saying I did not think they would let that on American TV.
Now this they did let on, but you can't really see it that well.
Yeah, the gun's not very easy to see.
No, you can tell. Pretty tell. And he said, giving me the Uranless or Neo Pluto or the Substance B or whatever, or the kid gets it. But there we see, that's pretty. That was cut, and that also was cut. So, pretty chilling there. And the guy's willing to kill a kid.
Yeah,
for getting this Uranless, Neo Pluton, whatever it is. But luckily, Mark intervenes, and the two that actually was left in. I think they kind of had to because it's kind of part of the story. But the kid wakes up and sees Mark fighting.
Oh yeah,
his dad.
Being his dad.
It's not his dad, and he escapes through a window. Doesn't cut himself. And the kid starts beating up on Mark. Ken, my daddy's not a bad guy. You were beating up my daddy. You were beating up my daddy. You ran away. And he tries explaining to him that that's not your dad. And the kid's just not hearing any of it. But this Uran list, or the stuff that'll kill the space mummy, is actually in that trinket. But the kid won't give it back. So what happens, what's cut from the Japanese version, is he basically lies to the kid. He basically tells the kid that, okay, if you give me that, let me have your trinket that your father gave you, I'll bring your dad back.
Yeah.
So basically lies.
Yeah, I was really surprised about that. I was like, wait, what am I missing? He's promising the kid he's going to bring your dad back? Did I miss something? What? Does he think his dad is still alive? What's going on? And it's like, it's kind of messed up.
Well, I guess one of the stages of grief is denial. So nobody's that does that. You don't want to believe it. You don't want to believe it.
No, I'm talking about Mark/Ken promising that. Like, how can you promise the kid that you're going to bring his dad back? I mean, isn't he dead? And spoiler, his father is dead. So why are you promising to bring him back? That's
it's not a good promise to make, especially you can't keep. Yeah, and he does pay for that later. We'll see.
Yeah.
And the kid and Mark have a lot more in common than we know yet. So hey, Mummy's back, and it's wreaking havoc.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Here comes the Air Force.
Well, 7 Zark 7 says they're robot planes, but no, they managed to. They don't have much effect against the. They can't really do much against the mummy. They burn away his.
Missiles
gauze
don't affect him at all.
That's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, but you're right. Very Nosferatu looking there. Yeah,
monster. Yeah,
that's very cool. So, they're not robot planes.
Yeah,
they're not. That's totally. That poor guy gets crushed in the dust. That poor guy. But the crew of the Phoenix is rising the scene. But they do see there's a little boy running on the airfield, and guess who it is? It's Makoto/Buddy. But now that Ken Mark has the kid's trinket, he's able to put that substance into his burner ring, I guess. Bird he throws the bird at the mummy's back, and pretty good shot because it disintegrates. The whole thing disintegrates into pretty much it crumbles apart.
Yeah.
But hey, look at that. Its back has an escape rocket. So we see that he's calling out to what he thinks is still his father. It's not Zoltar. It's actually Zoltar, and he's pulling him. You can see him pulling a mask off.
Yeah, why did they just kind of they show him reaching for the mask? I didn't even realize they showed that much. But where's the money shot? How come we don't see Zoltar? I guess because
we don't
be wearing. I guess because Zoltar would not be wearing his mask, and you can only see him if he's wearing his mask.
Right. Yeah. It's very quick, that shot. I had to really kind of get it right to get that.
Yeah.
It's a weird shot, but yeah, you see him pulling off the mask, but and of course, Makoto Buddy still blames Mark/Ken. Maybe for now I should use just one name from now on. It's tough with the two versions, the two names, but he still blames Ken, Mark, whatever. Just you made my daddy go away. You didn't promise me. You promised you bring him back. You didn't. I think the Japanese version or the American version, he was saying, you're saying my daddy was bad, but he was good. He told me to stay where I was on the runway, so I'd be safe from the mummy. But the Japanese version, he was saying, trample the kid.
Right.
So
yes. Yeah.
There's nothing good in Japanese with villains and Japanese versions of things.
Right. Yeah.
So, but it turns out that in the Japanese version, he explains to Dr. Sleep that, well, my father was also a pilot and he also died and never came back. So, but I still have hope that he's out there somewhere. And we might see Mark's father later on. We may not. Hard to say. But you probably know the answer. But it's kind of a good Interesting parting shot, him walking away in the sun with what's left of the mummy.
Yeah.
There, so it's kind of a cool shot there. So, but yeah, I thought both versions told essentially the same story, but I think the Japanese version makes a lot more sense because we do see, as I mentioned, you think he mentioned that we see the Makoto's father, in a plane, and the plane goes down.
Mm-hmm.
We don't see it crashing, but we do see. I think it makes things more sense, and of course the whole thing takes place on Earth. It's not. There's no Zarcadia or Zirconium or whatever they told us in the American version, but
yeah,
we saw this. The Japanese episode makes a lot more sense.
Right. Yeah.
It just flows better, but still, when we did get the American version, we got some cool shots of the mummy, and it's very cool. We see the mummy. What's revealed underneath the mummy is that Nosferatu-like looking thing.
And also, pretty cool that the giant robot also has a rocket in its back.
Yes, thank God. After the villains escape.
Yeah, that was cool.
Just in case, as a failsafe, just in case this fails, and we'll see a lot more Spectra, Galactor, mecha robots, like we see like a giant. We see a caterpillar and a worm and a bird and a scorpion and
awesome.
a cat, and there's tons of them. I've lost count of them all.
Yeah, but, sweet. Galactor is mentioned in this episode, but never shown.
Well, they're the guys in those guys in the green metal outfits.
Oh, okay.
That's essentially Galactor.
Now, what's the name of the guy who's like third in commands?
Commander Gorak, I think. He
Gorak.
Got
okay. All right. So that's who I was thinking of. Gorak.
He became like human. It's not really good to get a job with Galactor. You eventually will get burned or shot or whatever, unless you're the leader or unless you're an alien from space that's in a ball of light or whatever. But we see some interesting things about Zoltar later, or Berg Katse, whatever. We find out some very interesting secrets, but
I can't wait. Yeah. All right.
But,
all right. So G-Force saves the Earth from the giant mummy.
Yes.
Thank you, G-Force. We are forever in your debt, and we are just getting started. Yes, this is the Phoenix Files. We are going to watch episodes of GATCHAMAN and Battle of the Planets every week for who knows how long. So, thanks for joining us. Smash that like button, like and subscribe.
Yes,
thanks,
please,
everyone.
Take care, everybody.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.